Okay, everybody out there watching the live, let us know you're watching. I'll be checking comments. And if you're watching the replay, let us know you're watching the replay. This is the SuperMom Empowerment Summit, day 3. Today's the day, the gift of beauty. And we've got Donna Thomas with us. Donna is currently senior partner of Mountainside Clothing, LLC, a clothing retailer and a supermom boss of Frederick. Donna is responsible for business operations, marketing, social media. Hi, Stephanie. Training, sales, and leadership for development for her company and growing team. Her business partner is her daughter, which is absolutely amazing. It actually makes this even more perfect, Kristen, and has struck a balance between quality and quantity of life with family and her work and is living her best life. Beautiful. Donna is a blogger, has appeared as a guest on podcasts, speaks, and is working on a book on how to rock a direct sales business. Previously, Donna was the vice president of Xerox, where she championed cost optimization initiatives totaling over 100 million, built a quality assurance internal audit organization from scratch, established automatic data analysis, and led a cultural process, was also responsible for creating and building out a professional personal development organization for women empowerment. You've done a lot, Donna. Prior to Xerox, she held several positions with progressive advancement in leadership and is a 3-time Hood College graduate. We have that in common. I'm a Hood graduate also. Donna challenges herself to go the extra mile in all that she does and is a blessing, lives with joy and happiness 365 days a year. In her spare time, she enjoys time with her family and volunteering, and she lives with her husband, son, and nephew in mountains of southern Frederick, Maryland. Awesome. Okay, so today we're talking about the gift of beauty, and I think we grow up and we think that maybe beauty is one thing, or beauty is on the outside, or beauty is in things. But what we're going to talk about today is the deeper level, and how beauty comes from, like, how we actually have the power to control our beauty in many ways with how we eat, how we think, how we see ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, what we choose to put, like how we value ourselves and how we choose to treat ourselves, almost like a temple, right, Donna? And how we see that with the beauty. So take it away.
Absolutely. So I don't want to recreate what has already been spoke. So I'm going to drop names of other presentations here so that you can go and check them out. But absolutely, it was a great lead in. We definitely are. How we're seen by ourselves and by others is not necessarily the same thing. But what's interesting is that we kind of like live in a fishbowl and people watch what we do. So whether or not we agree or accept, a lot of times how we think and feel and what we say and what we do is a reflection of who we are. And that could be a scary thought if you've never thought about it like that. But I'd like to think, before you get to the outside realm of getting your hair done, nails, makeup, clothes, there's something internally that you need to think about, because it truly is setting a mindset that you can actually begin to understand what your inner beauty is and how you might manifest that outwards, whether it's behavior, whether it's grooming, whether it's, how you do your hair, your nails, whatever. There's a deeper meaning to it. And actually, Rachel did a nice job bringing us into that. But I do want to mention really quickly that Tina on Friday, she talked about vitality, and she did a really good job talking about the different aspects of how you might motivate, inspire, and get activated into what you want to do. Now, we know right now that we're living in a situation where we have, we feel like we've got a loss of control. We're totally overwhelmed by the things around us. Our schedule's been turned upside down. We've kind of been stuck at home. And if we do go somewhere, we have to put a mask on, which kind of like covers up any kind of beauty we might have in a smile, right?
Yes, the beauty of a smile.
We kind of feel like a clamp has been put on us. And in fact, many ladies, I've talked to them, they kind of feel as if they've lost their voice. The perceptions that their guy counterparts or significant others have of them, if they are a stay-at-home mom or they work from home, they think, oh, well, they work at home, they could do this, that, and the other too. And they forget that there's the mom element, right? Whether you have littles or you have grandchildren or you have big ones that are like littles, they behave like littles. You know, you got all that dynamic that you have to deal with. So the first way that you can actually begin to tap into this inner beauty is when you can wake up peacefully and make choices of your routine. I think really you become highly productive. You probably love yourself more when you're able to afford yourself a schedule or a priority task of things to do. So I'll kind of give you my example. My example is for me. You need to adjust it for you. But kind of like when I wake up on a daily routine, when I can go somewhere, I get up and I go to the gym. I come back and have coffee and Bible study, breakfast with my husband. And then I take a moment to reflect, okay, what do I have to nail today? You know, what is my definition of success today and how can I get it done? And I live in a world where I have 100% unpredictability. I don't know what customer is going to call me and ask me for what, or message me, or if there is a mail situation, or I'm talking about US mail, not guy thing. You know, so there's all these things that happen that like take you off. They're distractions. And a lot of times we become overwhelmed. But Erica yesterday talked about how you need to take control of the situation and create a way that you can respond to things that overwhelm you. It's an awesome presentation. You need to check it out. And also Janelle actually talked about the inner strength. These are really, really important presentations, and I totally encourage you to check them out. But moving on from, you know, setting a routine, kind of like what I was talking about for me, you could literally have other things. The other thing I wanted to mention is in my daily routine, I may not be the best fit person in somebody's perception, but for me, I am totally fit. I have a NutriBullet in the morning. I hate vegetables, so I force myself to ingest all the vegetables in the morning, and it's a wonderful kickstart because it just kind of like, it gets me going. It's like, you know, it's like the same response that coffee or orange juice might have for somebody. It's the NutriBullet. I have 75% fresh vegetables, 25% fruit. I put it in a container. My husband and I drink it together. We blend it, we drink it. And oh my gosh, that infusion is almost immediate. And it just lifts me. If I'm not feeling good, I'm not having a good day, I have one of those and I'm like, immediately, it's like, I'm there, I'm ready, let's take it on, you know? So you've got to figure out what that might be. But I think we have some great ladies that have come together to share some ideas of how you can set your mindset.
But I just want to add there with what you said about, you know, it's your perception of it and your view of how you see yourself, not what other people see you, and totally making this your own. Because as soon as you try to do something because it worked for somebody else, unless it's in alignment with you, it's not going to work. And the idea of proving and trying to get somebody else to say that you're beautiful versus you just doing the things that make you feel beautiful naturally is so much more powerful. And I love the idea of starting your morning with nutrients. If that's what's going to make you feel good and you know it, you do it.
Right, right. So I think it was Erica that talked about the sphere of negativity as well as Tina. And I will tell you that when you get your morning set and you're in control and you set your schedule, if you can gravitate in the world of positivity, like for me, it's prayer and Bible study. The very things that I had 35 years of, toxicity, negativity, worrying about employees that are not behaving the way maybe their parents should have raised them. You know, there's all these things that you as a manager or a leader have to deal with. And that creates an enormous amount of stress that you have zero control over. And on top of that, you need to make X dollars and they're paying you Y dollars and your value is really Z dollars. And you're not even assuming that you can make Z dollars because you're just dying to make your Y dollars every day when really you should be somewhere in between. You kind of see what I'm saying? So if you take in what people are telling you and you believe that is your truth, your worth, who you are, then you're going to live to that expectation. But if you've got a dream, you rise yourself above. And, you know, Erica brought this up. It's been around for years. Fake it till you make it. Let me tell you something. If you want to be the CEO of $1 billion company, you don't become a CEO of $1 billion company thinking, well, gee, I wonder what so-and-so thinks. No, you don't. You have an agenda, you work to that agenda, and you nail it, and you can do it. And will I be a billionaire one day? I have no idea, but I can tell you what I'm living to. I'm a thousandaire. How about that? That's better than a millionaire, in my opinion. A thousandaire, I've accomplished that. I can do that, right? So, if I'm a thousandaire right now, what is keeping me from being a millionaire? Well, hello, it's you and yourself that's keeping you from that. No one else. You can have, unfortunately, I know this is Mother's Day, but you can have a parent tell you that it's too much risk, you shouldn't do it. Well, you know what? I am married to somebody who heard that message when he was a young child, and he changed quite a bit because he began to believe in himself, not what messaging he was hearing. And so he's a very successful tax accountant. And, if he listened to this messaging continually, I'm not saying blue collar work is not bad. It's good. People have to do that, but he would be doing blue collar work. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that. But the way Tim's physique is and how he is as a person, I think he enjoys the desk work just a little bit better. So, for him, it worked out. You can't be a believer of the message that you're getting from others. You need to be a believer in who you are. And so starting with that mindset, nobody's going to get in your way. I'm sorry, what?
I just wanted to add one thing. And I love what you're saying about the CEO and how you can accomplish what you put your mind to, basically. And, we limit ourselves. But the new thing I've been waking up to is I think a lot of us moms, we don't look at ourselves as being a CEO because maybe you're not in that realm of business, but just the idea of being the CEO of your household and like showing up in your household for your kids and for your spouse and in the ways that is truly works for you, and not because the husband's saying, oh, you should do it this way, or the kids need you to do it this way, but do it from a powerful place to become the CEO of your household.
That's right. And sometimes people struggle with coming up with their inner voice to get to that point. They really feel it here, but they don't know how to outwardly express it. I actually shared in a little commercial about the vision board. This was something that we did in the SuperMom Bosses of Frederick. We have a vision board. Kirsten and I have a shared vision board for our business, right? We don't want to lose perspective of these things. And we have it in our shop. Our customers see it. My husband sees it. We outwardly voice it. It's seen. People know it. They all think, support, love, and try to help us get to our goal. And that's what is really important, is that if you can't say it visually, if you have things around you to help you, it will pull you up. So like if you have a little picture frame and you wonder what to put in it, paint a little picture and say inspire. Hang it up in your shop or your business, your office, your bedroom. In my bedroom, I kid you not, I'm going to post a picture with this video so you guys can see it. I rise every day. The very first thing I see are the words, be bold and courageous. I see that every day. You know why? Nobody can do that for me. And if I'm going to achieve, and I'm going to dream, I need to achieve. If I'm going to achieve, I need to be bold and courageous. Even when others don't have it in them to be bold and courageous, I need to be. Why? I've got a daughter that looks up to me. Why? I've got customers that are going through difficult times. And when they can't voice what their situation is, just by having a tender heart, a tender ear, sharing a smile, being kind, paying it forward, having a heart of gold, giving something away, all of these things, that's the inner beauty. You see what I mean? You need to give yourself permission to have that inner beauty. And when you can take stock and activate that inner beauty, that's when you can start to be comfortable in your lifestyles. So let's talk about lifestyles. Lifestyle mom, lifestyle wife, lifestyle girlfriend, lifestyle friend, lifestyle going to church, lifestyle being in a mom's club, right? There's all these different places that you're at. You need to be comfortable with yourself. You need to give yourself permission. And if somebody's expressing their opinion, you have an equal opportunity to express yours. Obviously you don't want to knock down, drag out, fight, but it's okay to have differences and you can agree to disagree. But it's okay to be you. The gift of beauty is part of all these other gifts that we're exploring this weekend. And you expressing yourself is the ultimate statement of beauty. How you carry yourself.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate thing. I posted something about Abraham Lincoln this morning and his vision of his mother. His mother is an angel to him, brought him through all kinds of things, right? We as mothers, we don't see that we're an angel when we're telling them to shut up or go sit in the corner or whatever that might be, right? But in the long run, it truly is the light that you shine out into your world with your children, with your business partners, with your spouse, with the people you work with. You know, they're going to gravitate to the light. And if you are the light, good things come to you, because when people are attracted to you through how you carry yourself and your spirit, that inner beauty, how it manifests in your work, in your conduct, oh my gosh, abundance is amazing. It is amazing. So I kind of touched on nourishing minds and bodies, which is your second tip. The first one was adjusting your mindset. And I started talking about comfort in lifestyles. It's really important that when you're talking and expressing yourself, people see who you are. They see your DNA. Now, have you ever heard the expression dress for success? Well, I don't necessarily say dress for success, but there is some truth in how you are viewed or seen by others. Mm-hmm. And, you know, whether or not you wear makeup, it's okay. Momma Donna, me, I don't wear makeup. Sometimes I might, if somebody wants to do a do-over for me. But here's the thing. I used to wear makeup all the time. My daughter, Kirsten, at the time, 2 years old, got into my Clinique makeup, kept taking it, ruining it, whatever. That was hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, I don't need it, right? It's almost like smoking cigarettes. You don't need it, right? You get to a point where you just don't need it. I was like, I don't need it. I'm gonna live life without it. I advanced in my company wearing no makeup. I also was 350 more pounds than what I am now. And people always say that large people never advance. That's not true. It's your spirit. It's what you give and how you are that gets you where you want to be. So given that idea, now, when I was in corporate America, I wore the dry cleaning. And I have to tell you, there's a belief level in me that dry cleaning is really bad for your health. I can tell you. I would be itchy. I couldn't wait to get home. I worked long hours. I traveled all the time. 95% of the time, I was in suits, black suits, solid tops, just, you know, and I had to think about color themes. I could not be so bright and bold every day in my clothing, because then I would not be approachable. You have to think about that. Neutral colors actually make you more welcoming. People will come to you. It's almost like the animals will come to you. Where's tan like colors or very earthy tones, and you will have people flocking to you and you have no idea why. They're very welcoming. I like pink and red, and yes, I will wear it, but I only wear it on days where I would have power meetings, right? Where I was in charge and people needed to listen. I wanted to make sure they were listening. I didn't care if they wanted to come give me a hug, if they had to listen to the message, right? So I'd wear a power color. That's a lifestyle thing, what I was doing already, even before I got into fashion. But you need to think about what you're wearing and how it looks. I do believe that you can look amazing no matter what you do. And so, you know, as a mom, there is no sin in getting out of dress and going to the grocery store. No sin. It doesn't matter if there's 10 people following you because you're sexy as hell. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you feel comfortable in your clothes, right? We find, I mean, Kirsten and I have got a lot of customers, and when they first discover who we are and what our method is to how we dress and stuff, they discover that they actually really like themselves, because many people, especially larger women, I see, there are some smaller women that have this problem. They don't feel comfortable in their clothes. If they don't feel comfortable in their clothes, they don't want to go anywhere. They want to stay homebody, right? they don't feel comfortable. Like I went 35 years not feeling comfortable in my dry cleaning. I'm telling you, if I had a corporate job, which I am not looking right now, but if I did, I'd be wearing LuLaRoe. I'd wear the bright colors. I'd wear the nice styles. I wouldn't be wearing a suit. I would not be wearing anything that had dry cleaning in it. I don't know what it is about it, but I just can't stand it. But so, your life goals, what it is you want to do. Do you want to be someone who's comfortable in their clothes, which would be the number one goal? Number two is, do you want to actually look attractive to your husband or your soulmate, right? That could be something too. My daughter and I, we help ladies understand their shapes and sizes and what patterns and what styles actually they look smashing in. They rock it. They look really good. And we've helped people get proposals, new jobs, help them get the confidence to start their own business. In fact, something that's not even in part of our business model, we have customers that I actually mentor with them in their business. I give them ideas of how to do their business. I mean, it's really interesting. It's a very interesting dynamic I have with my customers. But getting back to this, you need to figure out what your goals in life are, and you need to actually put together a plan of how you're going to get there. Part of that is the wardrobe. It is if you're going to do nails. I haven't had my nails done since we've been quarantined. My hair is growing like crazy. I need a haircut. But you know what? None of that matters because I feel awesome in my clothes. And I'm dressing up for myself every day, even though I'm not getting in the car and going anywhere, right? You need to do this for yourself. If you can look in the mirror, you get up in the morning, get showered, get changed, look in the mirror. And the very first thing you should say is, wow, you look amazing. It's a shame nobody's going to see me today, but you look amazing, right? You need to talk to yourself about like that and believe it, because guess what? There will be a day where you'll leave your house. And if you're dressed, people are going to notice and they're going to say, you look amazing, right? So you need to think about that and tweaking your lifestyle in terms of your mindset, in terms of the positivity, in terms of the choices that you make about your clothes and where you go and what you do. You can alter and transform in ways that you need to for your lifestyle. So like if you need to go work out, you don't want to go in a pair of sweats and, a really loose t-shirt. You need to feel great about yourself. Get a pair of workout capris, get a tank top. Feel good about who you are every step of the way and where you're going to be. You need to feel just as good about where you're going to be as where you are now. You need to love yourself now and understand that who you are this very skinny instant is going to be different tomorrow by the choices you make in loving yourself and believing in yourself that you are amazing and you can accomplish, right? Mm-hmm. So that's how you take your inner beauty and bring it outward. And then just think about this. This is a side benefit. Nobody is watching you the way you're watching yourself, but there are people watching. And if like 2 or 3 or 4 months go by and there's somebody you haven't seen at all, and once you get out and the quarantine's lifted and they see you, what are they going to see? Are they going to see somebody who complained about how they, had to deal with the whiny kids and, the scheduling and the husband that thinks that you never do anything and saw that you really were doing everything, right? No, you're not going to talk about things like that. You're going to talk about, hey, I transformed. I'm amazing. And I want to help you figure out how you can be amazing too. You can respond to every person that's negative, negative in your life like that. You can help them, but you got to lift yourself up. There's no one else that can do it. Yeah. A good talk, girl time, come into our shop. That's one way of getting lifted, but you absolutely have to take the first step. Nobody can do that for you, no matter what you do.
Totally agree.
So let me see. I want to make sure I've got all these little notes. I want to make sure I hit all the points that I wanted to hit.
I'll just say something while you're reviewing what you've got there. Okay. I think I did a live earlier this week, and there was a couple comments about how I was glowing, and I think it wasn't necessarily like, I had just got out of the shower it wasn't much time spent on myself, but it was more, I think I was excited about what I was sharing, and it was true passion radiating out. And that's what people got to see. It wasn't that I had taken a whole bunch of time and done my hair. I mean, I haven't got a haircut in forever. It had nothing to do with the physical. It was more like the inner exuding out. And I think that was really cool that that happened. And that's what people get to receive when you're just interacting. They don't necessarily care that you have the perfect hair, the jewelry, or the clothing. It's more, I think, the energy that you're radiating out. And that's the thing that you can control. No one else is going to lift you up, like you just said. So it's cool. I just had that experience earlier this week.
Absolutely. Let me tell you something else. By doing the things that I've suggested, you're going to actually literally nail it in terms of confidence. And I'm going to tell you something else. This confidence thing is not to be overlooked. If you're in, I'm just going to play pretend that maybe we've got some people that work in the workplace and they feel like they've been passed over for promotion, or they're called the worker bee. They get it done all the time, but they never get any glory. They never get any bonuses. They never get any big pay raises. And they feel like they're totally being taken advantage of. I'm talking to you, and I'm also talking to the housewife that feels like she's being taken for granted. I'm talking to you. Let me tell you something. You make some of these adjustments, you're not going to see immediate change. But if you're percolating right now, making hay while the sun's shining in this quarantine thing, working on these things, when you get back, you have a different look. You have a different way of carrying yourself, and really not caring what others, are doing or what's happening to them. You're like, let's take charge. I'm going to get this done, and just exude that. Mm-hmm. Forget about the current boss that's being a moron and overlooking you all the time. You're going to have visibility by other leaders, and somebody's going to tap on your shoulder and say, hey, I like how you lead or how you work. I want you to come train my team on how to do this. You're going to see opportunity jumping out at you where you never saw it coming. And I'm telling you, you're going to get that pay raise. You're going to get that promotion. You're not going to be mushroomed anymore. You can shine your light. There are leaders who are smart as hell that will pick you up, because if you're a shining star, you're going to make them look like a shining star. If there's a passion in you, you want to do a business, damn it, put your plan together. If you need to talk to Rachel on how to do it, great. If you want, somebody else, seek them out, whatever. But the thing is don't deny yourself, because I am a firm believer, whatever's in your heart, whatever your passion is, if you don't act on it, you're denying an opportunity that God has given you, because he's put it in your heart. You need to follow it. And I'm telling you, the blessings are way beyond what you could believe in. So confidence, all this drives to confidence. You can do anything you put your mind to. There was, what was it? Erica said it in so many words, but I actually wrote this down because I wanted to make sure that you guys really, really understand this. What we believe, we become. I want that to soak in for a minute. What we believe, we become. As this famous quote goes, we don't attract what we want. We attract what we are. So we need to be great. We need to be bold and courageous, and accepting those challenges. We will develop the confidence to do anything, to take charge and take control and be creative. Just kind of like what Erica was saying, you need to be able to get that energy, and that energy is inside you. It's inside you. It just needs to be released.
Yes.
So what you are attracted to and what you do in your life, other people will see, and they will be attracted to you, and they want to know more. And it could very well be that they want to work where you work, or maybe they want to come help you with your business, or maybe they want to do business with you, whatever that might be. Just remember, it's here. You just need to bring it out.
Love it. Love all the reminders. I mean, a lot of these things we're all saying in the same message in different ways. And hopefully the more moms we hear this, the more it will sink in that it's all up to us. I think a lot of times we look for things to fix us or to make us feel better or to uplift us. But I love the down message that you just got to, like, you get to uplift yourself. And what was the quote by your bed? Someone that really, I think you mentioned that yesterday.
Be
Yes.
bold and courageous. I
Yes.
will take a picture and put it underneath the video.
I love that. I think that if we could all just look at ourselves that way and be inspired by that, I love that. That's amazing. Let me see. Does anybody have any questions? Let me just check Facebook to see if anybody has posted any questions real quick. I don't think so. Okay. Well, Donna, thank you so much for your time. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Happy Mother's Day, Donna and Stephanie.
Happy Mother's Day to you too.
Yes, and tomorrow, Stephanie's going to be going. We're going to be speaking on the gift of shining at 11, and then we still have Tuesday at 11 will be the gift of nourishment. So beautiful.
Right.
Okay. Happy Mother's Day. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.